set up real quick. Says we are live. Happy Independence Day, everybody. Come to you live from the field, raking and baling hay. We got Country Gal coming up on us with the M5 111. And I'm in the Massey 7616, baling a little hay. Hey, Mr. Steve, how's it going? Country Boy Logan, how's it going, sir? Beautiful day today here in South Carolina. Let me see if I can get this pulled up on my iPad where I can see what's going on here. Let's see. There we go. That's gonna make me watch an ad. Well, we might get past here in a second. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, Mr. Steve. Comes Country Gal. She's done bent her flag. Bent it right in two. Brand new flag. I need to get out and fix that real quick. Yeah, beautiful day in Maine. I'm gonna flip y'all around. I'm gonna hop out and see if I can't fix her flag for her real quick. I don't like it bent over. Be right back, guys. There we go. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for that beeping. Hey Michael, how's it going? Happy 4th to you. That looks better now. I told her, that's the first thing I told her when we started today. I said, remember you got that flag. Don't get in under any low-lying tree limbs. That's the first thing she did, went under a tree limb. That looks a lot better now. We're just getting started. I made one lap around. She's on her 3rd lap around. But the hay's good and dry. It seems dried down well. Moisture's coming off at about 11% on most of it. So pretty happy with that. Boy, she's walking away from me. I figured as rough as this place is, she wouldn't be going that fast. She must be wanting to get done. Have a cold beer later. Which I don't blame her. I wouldn't mind finishing up early enough to go to a little cookout or something this evening. So what's everybody got going on today? I think our today and tomorrow is going to be in the hay field. You can see this one field here, it's about 28 acres. The hay actually looks pretty decent on it. I'm pretty pleased with it. Just cut the lawn. Now, do you have a riding lawnmower at least, Mr. Steve, or do you got a push mower? That could be your first step towards the tractor, is a riding lawnmower if you don't have one. You push it. All right. Is it at least self-propelled? I'm a lazy man. Yard's too small. Hey David, how's it going? Family cookout, fireworks on the farm. You know, I rode past, they sell a lot of fireworks around here in South Carolina. And I had thought about yesterday stopping and getting a few, but I didn't. I think we'll get it all bailed. Mr. Steve, that is plenty big for a riding lawnmower. You can get you a 28-inch snapper like Forrest Gump had and make 2 passes, and she is trying to decide if she's going to get that bale. Uh-oh, y'all about fell over. One of my bales rolled down the hill and is laying in the middle of the hay pile. I think she's trying to decide if she's going to stab it or not. She needs to tilt her forks down. She's got them pitched too far up. Alright, let's see this graceful attempt. There we go. Forks tilted down much better. Wheels cut. It's going to be hard to stab from that angle. She'd be better off to pick her rake up. I like my Kubotas. That one there she's in, that's the 3rd Kubota I've had. Why she ain't picking her rake up, I don't know. Rake up. Pick your rake up. Rake, hold it up. Who knows what she's doing? She don't know. But at least she helps. She tries. When she goes back and rewatches this later, what she should have done was just folded her rake up, drove around and got the bale out of the way, and then put the rake back down. She probably felt like she was holding me up, but she wasn't. And I could have gone around her at that point. But like I say, she does a good job. I'm proud of her. There's not a lot of women that can put up with me and my attitude, plus do farming on the same aspect and never done it before in their life. A lot of people think driving these tractors is just easy office work, but when it comes down to it, there's a lot of logistics there that you don't really think about. So, Michael, what happened with the Kubota baler I had was a bad dealer relationship. The dealer we went to didn't tell us the baler was actually 3 years old when we bought it from its manufacture date, even though it was new. And then there were some setup issues along with that. And when all that happened, they just ended up canceling the deal on the baler and took it back. We had actually owned the baler for like 3 or 4 months before they took it back. Let's see here. I've really got to get radios for these tractors. That's one thing that I've got walkie-talkies, and it seems like every time I go to get them, like we got 3 in here. Batteries are dead on 2 of them. They never half work right. I really want to get some radios so we can communicate easier back and forth between the trucks, the tractors. It's usually hand signals and me flailing my hands at somebody that can't see through this glass at me flailing my hands at what I'm doing. But that's tractor communication, you know. Yelling through the glass, they can't hear that either. You can be like yelling like crazy. So what she needs to do is just turn on her live stream and then she can hear me talking to her. Southern Dirt, how's it going, buddy? Happy 4th. Your orange Black & Decker lawnmower. I hear you, Mr. Steve. What y'all doing for the 4th, Mr. Southern Dirt? Let's see here. I'll turn y'all back around. Y'all can kind of see me a little bit. See Old Glory flying in the background. There we go. Now she's got her live stream on. Oh, maybe she had it on. Yeah, when you come back around, just go pick up that pick up your rake, go pick up that bale. Well, the baler itself, I'll be honest, it was about $15,000 cheaper than this Kloss. It made an excellent bale. I really liked the Kubota baler itself. It just was, like I say, just a crappy start off with the dealer. And then when it came down to using it, it wasn't set up for me and ready to go. So, hey Country Gal, you can finish making this third pass on a round if you're listening to me, right here where you stopped. Go on around the house one more time. This couple here, you can see a little old lady there mowing the yard. They are some of the hardest working folks. Good people. Oh. Yeah, I was saying when we mowed this field, Gordon, he's mowed this field last fall, helped mow it. And it's one of the roughest patches of ground that we got. There are some really bad divots and ruts and whatnot. But yeah, Michael, I did. I don't mean to get sidetracked here. Just because we're getting started, once she starts going back and forth, we'll pick up. Be a little easier to pay attention. But yeah, I like that Kubota baler. Didn't have one bit of problem with it. My local Kubota dealer does not sell any of the Kubota forage stuff. So that's why I had gone to a different dealer for that baler. And when I told him that since it wasn't set up right when they came out to set it up, and that it was older than what I thought it was, and if I went to sell it, the next day, I still have to specify that that was a 3-year-old baler, even if it had no bales on it. And I said they could take it back and give me a new one, or just we'd end the deal, and they just canceled the whole deal. So their loss. It ain't like I wasn't gonna go buy a baler from somebody else. There's more than one manufacturer. We tried Deere. We tried this Kloss. We really had our eyes set on the new Massey Lely baler, that BB 4160. But when it came down to it, with the deals I got on this Kloss, I saved roughly about $14,000 altogether between financing or interest fees and some other incentives that Kloss had at the time. And sometimes cheaper is not always better. I've had this baler clog up at times when I didn't think it should, but I stuff a lot of hay through it too, so it might be me and not the baler. Oregon Farm, how's it going? Mowing with your sloop mower. Kubota does not make a square baler. The only manufacturers I'm aware of that make square balers, John Deere, New Holland, and Massey Heston, or Massey Ferguson Agco, which is a Heston baler. So I don't think you'd be able to pick it up if it baled a 5x5. Your loader tractor would have to be so dang big. This one here will make a 4x6, and I can tell you wouldn't want any more hay in a roll than what it can put in a roll. That's where I think a lot of misconception is these balers put so much hay in a roll, even the old 5x5s just don't put the same amount of hay as what this baler's packing in. Hey Jay, how's it going, sir? Hope you're doing well. We used to have a New Holland square baler before I got my Massey inline. I've never ran a John Deere square baler, only the New Holland and the Massey. So, one thing I love about this tractor is it's got a spot that's perfect for a 2-liter that has an air conditioning vent run to it. A little cooler, I guess you could say. But it does help keep your drink cold. Come on, tractor, let's go. The other thing that's really nice about these Dyna transmissions is you got the brake to neutral. You can just, I don't have to use a clutch, I just press the brake pedal to stop when the baler's ready to wrap and dump. Works out real well. It's easy just to drink out of the bottle, y'all. So I got this camera mount here behind me, and since I window a little bit, throw y'all on the pickup here in a second. I figured I'd keep the live going for a little while as long as I had decent service. I have ran both the Kubota and the Deere side by side in the field, both brand new, and I take the Kubota hands down. The dealer's good. Just look at the serial number on it and make sure when it was built. We will make 4x4s for some customers that we have. We'll bale them a smaller round bale that they can pick up with their tractor. So you can just leave that bale for now, country gal. So you can start up there. Just start along the upper row of the house, kind of where you were parked or where you just stopped before, and drive straight down the field towards this barn, this old barn in the back. Just make some long windrows back and forth. I hope that made sense to you. And then once you get down towards that way, you can pick that bale up and get it out of your way then. But I got this cleaned up on this end where you can come on down this way. So the hay is definitely thicker through the middles than it is on the edges of these fields, that's for sure. Now we'll start making a few bales that we're getting into some better hay. At first when I mowed this hay, I thought, man, it's not going to be that great. But I tell you, it's actually dried down. It is really soft. It's fine looking. It doesn't look real bad stimmy. I'm actually really, really pleased with it. I think it's going to make some fine feed. Gonna make some fine feed. It says we got 14 watching and 2 thumbs ups. Y'all pound that thumbs up for me if you would. Let people know we're live streaming today on the 4th. I'm sure a lot of people's out with their families and doing stuff, but it gets so hot around here, I'm betting most people's either, if they ain't sitting in a pool or on the lake, they're probably sitting in the AC of the house. I've never drove a tractor with an IVT or a CVT, AJ. So I really wouldn't know or be familiar with what you're talking about on it. But I know what you mean about speed matching. Me and Country Gal drove over here together, and the Kubota runs 24 and this one will run 27. And one of our speedometers is off because I think she was running closer to 25 most of the time coming over here. But I really enjoy this Dyna 6 transmission. To me, it's pretty much like an automatic car. You're welcome, Michael. Well, that's what our, thanks Steve for sharing the live. Lawson Farms, rolling some Bermuda in Alabama. Cool deal. I hope it goes well for you today. Thing always wants to fill up right on a dang hill. Well, that's what I want to bring in we just bought a disc and bought a rock rake and some other stuff, and I want to bring that in and actually do some field work to a lot of my fields and get them smoothed up. They're just so bad dang rough. Sorry about all the beeping. That monitor's just going crazy over here on me. Speed match means 3 miles an hour forward. Huh. Okay, so you're saying the same speed from forward is the same speed to reverse. Yeah, this tractor, it's the same. So if you're in first gear going, like right now we're in range 3, gear C. And if I put it to reverse, we're going to do the same speed. We're doing 5.4 miles an hour. Is what I'm bailing at. That's about all I feel I could really bail this field out before I'm beating up the equipment. Hi, Pamela. We are trying to stay cool in the cab of this here tractor. Now we moldboard plow more than we do chisel plowing. I don't even know too many guys around me that have a chisel plow. And I don't know if that's just because of our red clay or what that reason is. I really don't. Hey Don, how's it going? Yeah, you don't hardly see chisels. You got to go a little bit further south and get into the sandier soil. Around here, if people plow, it's moldboard. Like I say, I don't know if that's just because of the soil types or what exactly there. Alright, we're coming up on our last little lap around here. Get to see how straight a line Country Gal can rake. I always try that, like look at a tree and drive straight half the time the line's still crooked. I mean, it might be somewhat, but it's rare. Okay. You can just run more speed with a chisel plow. I'm assuming. I think we're back. Reason that one didn't wrap. I don't know why, but it did now. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm trying to hold on to y'all. Like I say, once I get on her straight lines back and forth, it'll be a little bit easier than making all these turns through here. Trying not to bore y'all to death. I saw that Gerald Farms, they made it safely to their vacation. I was ragging him. I said, it must be nice being a row crop farmer, taking vacations, lake houses, and boats, and beach houses. I'm going to have to get into their kind of farming so I can figure out how to take vacations. Last year on the 4th, we were doing the same thing, baling hay. Let's see. Yeah, Don, I hadn't had a chance to reply yet, but the 4707 is the right number. AJ, I wanted to order some of that red, white, and blue wrap. Yeah, and I read your comment there, Don, where you said you got some health issues and you started doing some landscaping and stuff. But yeah, that 4707, 4708, they go all the way up to a 4710. But the 4707 doesn't have any of the emission stuff on it. It seems to be a nice unit. I like the gearing and the forward reverser on it seems to do real well. If you don't have, subscribe to them. Bagwell Farms and DLH Farms, they both have the Massey 4710, and they have some really good reviews on those. But yeah, AJ, you were talking about that red, white, and blue wrap. I wouldn't mind having like a starter roll of it. One of the fields we got to bale today is actually by a pretty busy highway, and I definitely would not have minded having the red, white, and blue net wrap out there. I think that would have been pretty patriotic, I guess. I saw some people complaining it was made in China. And I'm like, well, the phone you're typing that it was made in China on, or computer, was more than likely made in China, so that doesn't really make a hill of beans there as far as things go. And I thought it was pretty neat. Some people said it's like defacing the flag, which we're not actually wrapping the hay in American flags. It's net wrapped to resemble an American flag, so more idiocracy. It seems that all there is people want stuff to argue about, be idiots about. Like, I mean, we're talking about just supporting our colors, the old red, white, and blue, and you want to be like, oh, you're defacing the flag because you're letting it lay on the ground. And it's like, well, I didn't take the flag that's on our tractors right here and wrap this hay in it and put it on the ground. It's plastic. Nathan Lee, or Nathaniel Lee. We do have a cloth dealer. My cloth dealer is about an hour from the house. It's where my cloth dealer is. Pretty good sized dealer. I know they sell a lot of choppers and combines and all that kind of stuff. It seemed to be the same price, Pamela. Hey Charles, how's it going? Yeah, happy Independence Day, everybody. Oh, I don't worry about anybody but us and the family. I will say, if anybody on here is the praying type, one of my real good friends, and we're going to bail one of her little 4-acre field today. Her son, daughter-in-law, and 2 of her grandchildren were killed in a car accident yesterday at about 7:30 coming home. We don't know exactly what happened. There were 9 people altogether in the accident, 4 different vehicles. We think a truck came over on them or something, but that's irregardless. But just, if you're not a praying type, thoughts, wishes, as people would say, but they are leaving behind a 15-year-old son, and I'm sure that between the grandmother and the son they are just devastated. So, really bad thing to have to live with every holiday when something tragic like that happens, and then it be really, right at a holiday. Uh-oh. We've got a wall. Wondered if I broke a shear bolt or what. Not really sure what I got going on here, guys. Uh-oh. Now we've done it. We just clogged the baler. Yeah, we just clogged the baler. I was in a big wing, started back up. Now we'll suck all through when we dump it. Generally. There we go. Now I got to jump out and clean the back of the baler out and roll the round bale out real quick. I can take y'all with me. Let's see here. I think I just wasn't paying attention to the pickup there, guys, and clogged her up. That was all my fault. It always happens right when the bale is full. So, let's see here. Get this out of the way. And it's uphill at that. Hay looks good. All right. I think we can close it back up. Up under the tongue of this thing and wad right up like it's caught all in the tires right now. So this will be fun. It happens on occasion. Country gal is flying. Alright, guys. Rick, so I can afford to pay attention. It's your guys' fault. It's all y'all's fault. Alright, let's see if we can clog it up again. I've got some nice wattage behind us. Hold on, I'm going to pull y'all out. Let's see here. Alright, so y'all can see this big major one. Or you won't? Okay. She said it's missing a lot. Talking about the rake. Problem is she needs to slow down a little bit. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this wad sucked through the baler here. Come on, girl. Alright, I'm putting y'all back in the holder. Sorry guys. Yeah, country gal, if you're listening, slow back a gear. It won't miss as much. Alright. About got it all cleaned up. Just gonna have a little re-raking to do over in here, that's for sure. Just a little. Alright, sorry guys. Rick, you didn't have $2. I should get a rebel flag. Well, you know, I've got plenty of Southern pride and heritage, but I don't own the first Confederate flag or Southern flag. I don't really feel the need to be honest. Trying to watch the pickup on this thing, but yeah, I don't really feel a need to own one. I feel I'm you know, in this day and time, we're all Americans, and I think that's where the biggest problem lies with everything that's going on in the world. And I'm not going to preach, but as far as for our country, we're Americans. We're not African Americans. We're not Mexican Americans. We're not any of that crap. We are Americans. If you live here and you are from here or have gotten your are an immigrant to here, you became an American. Period. If you live in Canada, you're Canadian. If you live in Africa, you're African. That's just what it is. That's the country that you reside by. Now you can love the country you came from, well and good, but you live in America. And that's my little damn rant. I am just sick and tired of this bullshit that's going on in the world. I mean, thank God I get to stay in a tractor and live on a farm. I could not imagine 1 minute living in a city somewhere. Sorry guys, that ain't my thing, but I mean, it just, and the disrespecting the who's better and whose thing's bigger, and golly bum. Yeah, city equals death. Alright. Anyway, so I'm not trying to be negative on the 4th. It's a beautiful day. We're baling hay. We're not having too many problems. As long as I watch the pickup head and make sure we don't get clogged here. What'll happen, like right back there, I know exactly what happened. A wad got hung in the hitch. I need to take me like a rubber mud flap or something and put it on the tongue of this thing where it won't drag up the hay. But it drug up too much and then had that big wad, and then I was trying to slowly back out of it, and when I did, once it got to a point, it just sucked it up in there. That'll clog this baler in a heartbeat. That's the thing that I say, that I think that sometimes this baler clogs when it shouldn't, but I don't know. I'm not a Kloss tech, so I don't know how their balers should really perform. Let's see if we're back. think maybe we are. Let's see here. I'm getting the circle of death. I'm back. Okay, I am back. I hate that I did have that bale mess up though, because it's a pain. At least maybe I'll just spin that round bale around and roll it down the hill instead of up the hill. There's a few holes on this farm I don't understand. You can go from one end of a field to another, lose service, but I guess that's what happens. Am I still here, guys? Yeah. Looks a little blurry on the iPad, but Don, you're right. Most of those people had a job. They would probably get some. Is what it is. I got my Cotton Top 3 hat on today. And if you want merch to support the farm, we've got merchandise, sleeves, hats, stickers. Help support your local farmer here, or support the channel. But that's slcfarm.com. You can order stuff off of there. Oh, I tell you, it's hot outside. The AC in this tractor, that's one thing about it. I think the Kubota's ACs work a little bit better than what this one does. But it could be that the cab is just so big on this thing, it's hard to keep it cool. I've thought about tinting the windows, but the only reason I don't want to tint the windows is because we do so much work at night. I think it cut down on my visibility. Might could do like that ceramic tint, something like that. But I think it's a lot more expensive for sure. Rolling up on our messed up bale over there. Oh, shaking y'all around like crazy. Alright, I'm going to see in just a second. I'm going to wipe this back window down and maybe mount y'all back here to the back where you don't rock around so much. And let y'all see the pickup head eating the hay a little bit. We'll see if this will work anyway. As soon as we make the next bale, I'll switch y'all around here. That's another thing. Sometimes, and I don't know if it's the bale monitor. Like, so right there, I use the tractor system. Sometimes it beeps, sometimes it doesn't. It's really weird. I don't know why it does that. Alright, let's see here if I can adjust y'all. Like so, maybe. Maybe up one more. This is a 28 acre. Alright, sorry if I was talking too close to the phone there. Yeah, we've got 80 acres down total. I would like to get 60 of that 80 baled today, but we will see how things go. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Looks a little blurry on my end, but I don't have the great internet feed. The hay actually is beautiful. I'm really surprised for as late as it is and this being first cut. I think the hay is beautiful. I think the round bales are coming out nice. I think this will actually unroll and make some really nice square bales as well. Old Gerald R. Fescue and Orchard has a sweeter smell. Now it looks like the flags are getting right in the way of the camera there. It'll be alright though. Like I say, I can't tell if it's the service on my iPad or what. Uh-oh. I know one of my buddies was looking for fireworks last night. He called me wanting to know where some stores were. He lives in North Carolina. And you can't buy fireworks in North Carolina, but you can in South Carolina. And he had said the two or three stores he had already went to were sold out. Now, how you sell out of fireworks on July the 3rd, that's a pretty good, I guess, problem to have. Yeah, I guess that's a pretty good problem to have. I'm real happy though that the hay did dry down as quick as it did. It seems like that with this hot weather, not on the hill again, with this hot weather and humidity, it seems like the hay's actually drying down better than I thought it would. Y'all have to tell me if y'all get sick of seeing the same view or whatever. I always tell people, just let me know. I'll move the camera around as best I can. I can't exactly stick it outside, but now we're getting somewhere. We're going to start making some headway. Anybody having cookouts or anything today with family, or I think we might try to grill a couple of the steaks that we got from our own cows. Make something. Gonna dump right on the hill, just like I knew. Only problem with the dang thing wanting to dump on a hill, the bale likes to roll back into the baler. Sometimes the door will catch it and rip the net wrap. I already had that happen once today. Yeah, I already had that happen once today. Hey Grady, how's it going? The Kubota is a M5 111. It's 110 horsepower engine horsepower. I think on tractor data it shows that they've tested the M5 111, and I think PTO wise comes out at about 98 PTO horsepower. I think about 93 or 94 drawbar. horsepower. We're happy with the Kubota. It's been a decent tractor so far. I think that tractor's got just over 1,500 hours on it now. And we've had a little issue out of the hours. It needed a def header, which was warranted. And otherwise, it's not really giving us any major issues. Its only fault is the hydraulics leak down constantly, either on the rear remotes or the loader. You have to constantly watch those. But otherwise, it's got good power. I used to pull this cloth baler with it, and it did okay. You get into real thick hay though, this baler could stall the tractor. As to where with this tractor, we run it 540E, and we hadn't had that problem. You'll like your M5. Like I say, I ordered mine with the cast rear wheels, the radial tires, and the air ride seat. Just because we spend a lot of time in the old tractor, but it's been a good tractor. Country gal cuts hay with it, rakes and all kind of stuff. We're getting down to that area where I don't have the best of service. I'm gonna pull y'all out of here, flip y'all back around to the front of the tractor here. Well, that M5, it'll pull. I run a 10-foot bush hog, but I've borrowed my neighbor's 15-footer, and it pulls that no problem whatsoever. And my disc, I've got a 12-foot John Deere 110 disc. You don't even know it's behind the thing. I pulled a triple bottom plow with it, no problem. I think it would do a 4-bottom, no problem. Especially like if Rick Bork can pull a 4-bottom with that 60/40 of his, I definitely would think you could maybe even step up to a 5-bottom depending on your ground type. Now we're getting to where we're making them bales every 100 feet or so. Our local Kubota dealer, about the biggest size tractor they carry is the M5. I had asked them before I bought this tractor about an M6, and he had said I'd have to go to a different dealer for that. And the dealer that he had recommended was the same dealer that I'd had the baler issues with the Kubota baler. And so at that time I felt I would just probably talk to my AGCO dealer. And that's really about all I've got close. My AGCO dealer deals Coyote and Massey. And then our Kubota dealer is Vermeer and Kubota. They used to have New Holland there, but last year sometime or year before last, they dropped their New Holland contract. They said they couldn't get the machines in. What they would order for the year wouldn't come until the year was almost over and people were done buying. They said they couldn't get parts like they normally did, all that kind of stuff. Got a big old wad right here. Country gal, if you're listening, slow back. Oh, y'all about to fall over. Y'all could see her coming at us where she was, all right, she's good to go. You can go if you're listening. Hey Eric, how's it going? I'd back down to about 4.5. I think you'll be a lot happier. I'd go into low range like 6th gear. That's what I mean. I'm only bailing at 4.5 miles an hour just so I don't get speed up. I think the rake won't bounce as much either. I think that's what happens when it's missing. That rake hits these holes and bounces. What it was, y'all, was right here. We're fixing to go across one. There was a terrace there. And as much as we hate terraces, the landowner had these removed. Only downside, they did not go back through after they did the rough and really smooth everything up. What we want to do, but we just haven't gotten the weather yet to do it. And when I say that, it has to be a wintertime project, and I can't plow and disc in the mud, so it's got to be dry wintertime. We're wanting to disc this whole place up. Even though it's got good grass on it, I want to disc the entire place up and get it smooth, rock raked, and then sew it back again. I think it just beats your equipment up so much that the time and the fuel you put into it would be well worth it, so you don't tear up your tractors and your machinery and all that good stuff. I'm amazed we didn't just have to dump that bale on the hill right there. Then you'll hit a little thin patch here and there. Well, we just started, Eric. This is a 28-acre field. I would say we're a quarter of the way done with it, and we have roughly 80 acres on the ground total. So we got a long ways to go. We will be baling. I know we'll bail till 7 o'clock today, till the dew starts setting in, and then we'll hit the rest of it tomorrow. I would like to get at least 60 acres done today and only have 20 for tomorrow, so that way we can get some hay in the barn before we get thunder showers on it. But we just have to see what today brings. All that's presuming that we don't have any breakdowns or issues or anything like that. Think you're going to be fired after today? You're doing a fine job, honey. Some of these big wads, I don't think you can help. Y'all can see right in front of us how it drug up a big old wad right there. We'll just have to crawl through that, try to figure it out. Country gal, I do know you need to watch behind you and make sure that the hay ain't dragging up like it did right here. I'm going to try to suck this up and hopefully not clog up the baler in the process. What I do is kind of raise the pickup head all the way up, y'all. Drive through it that way. And then lower the pickup down. I'll kind of go back and forth. Suck up a little bit. Ought to have y'all back on the back screen again. Alright, now we're going to come back around to it. And of course, we're going to be almost full. Something else we had to do, we've been in such thick hay this year, I had to take the wind guard off this baler. It's got that big roller wind guard that normally stays on the front of it, and I had to take that Had to take that roller wind guard off to keep it from clogging up. Now we got most of that pile knocked down, we can suck the rest of it right up, no problem. Then she can run her rake right back over top of it, clean it up. Usually that rake, that's one thing I brag on it about, it does not clog that often. The hay's really got to have something going on or be, really thick for it to clog like that. But that's what we've been dealing with this year, is a lot of what I would call rank hay, where it's so thick, it's unreal. My fertilizer program might have been a little heavy on some of these fields. Just a little. Said we got 15 watching in here and 14 thumbs ups. Well, I will say, through the camera, the grass looks really pretty. It almost looks like a golf course. All this was mowed with the Vermeer mower, this whole place. The next field we're going to was mowed with the Kubota and the Vermeer, but I really think it did an excellent job. It's the first big field really that I've mowed with it. I've put some acres on it. We've only had that mower about 2 weeks, but I've put some acres on it. Well, I say 2 weeks, it's probably been almost a month now, but we've only got to mow twice with it. But I have been very pleased with it as far as quality of cut and all that good stuff. I think it's going to be a great mower. Hopefully last us a long time. When the lease is up on the Kubota M5, the disc mower that I have, the Kubota disc mower, it'll go back with that lease. And I think at that time we might start looking for a self-propelled unit to mow hay with, and just have one of those Moco, like a John Deere self-propelled Moco or a Heston, one of the two. They are so expensive though, those mowers. Come on, hay bale, get off there. Yeah, getting it striped up. She's gonna do the old shake and bake. I think she's gonna be passing us in just a second. Like, what is that movie where I can't even think of it now. Ricky Bobby. Talladega Nights, that's it, yeah. Gonna come up past us. If any of y'all do TikTok, SLC Farms now has a TikTok. We've posted 3 or 4 videos to it. That would be more of our R-rated channel. We try to do a little bit differently than. Ain't that hay bale getting out of there? I didn't bust another net wrap just then. No. That bale wanted to stick in the baler. It didn't want to come out. Looks like that rake's doing a little better job with the slower speed there, country gal. Doesn't look to be missing as much. I know these are some big old windrows through here. Oh, I know y'all probably think I'm just playing, bouncing around in here. know we both appreciate our air ride seats, that's for sure. Let's see here if we can catch her passing us. Tried to anyways. I've always enjoyed mowing this farm. I cut it when I first started doing hay. This was one of the first farms I ever did. And then I didn't mow it for a couple of years. Somebody else did it. And then now I picked it back up. Did it all last season. We got 2 cuts off of it. But I've always thought it was a real pretty field. Steve, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate you hanging out with me in the tractor. I'm probably not going to stay going too much longer. As much as I enjoy the live streams, I feel like I need to pay a little bit better attention to my baler. Probably a little bit less to the comments coming in, but I wanted to tell everybody have a happy Independence Day. I guess it doesn't count for you today, Mr. Steve, but